Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday night's Messages of Love from Above, an hour earlier than normal. I know it's going to take some getting used to for me too. But I'm excited here. Let me just move this back a little bit here. Get my camera angle. I think I bumped it. Yep. There we go. Much more prettier. um, Starting today in August, I'm going to have my Wednesday through Saturday night free readings start at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and they'll go through like 7:55 p.m. Mountain Time because I'll start at 8 p.m. Mountain for my members only. As something else I'm starting special. So, kind of adapting to stuff. Thank you guys for being patient as we work things out, and I'm excited to see what messages come in from Spirit today, as always. So, before we get started, let's send some love out to the world. If you'd like to join me in doing that, whether you're watching live or on replay, we can join together to do that. So, I'm going to take a big deep breath, come back to right here, right now. I mean, just let that love fall down into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world, circling the globe in a giant bubble of love, touching every heart, sparking it higher and higher and higher towards that unconditional love energy. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love energy in this moment for your own mind, your own heart, your body, a loved one, a relationship, a situation, whatever it may be, we send this love to you right now as well. Take it in like a giant hug from the universe, like a giant sponge. Just soak it all into your being. Allow it to do what it wants to do, transform what it wants to transform. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and allowing me the space for that as well. Before we get into the readings, I do want, of course, you probably have heard already, but let's share it anyway. So, memberships have arrived. It's something that I want to make sure everyone's aware of because I am offering more things as we grow the memberships too. You get at Praying Mantis level, like tonight at 8 p.m., we'll have our first special um, member only free readings. So that should be interesting. And then also on Sunday at 6 p.m., I'm going to have my first Q&A with members at Praying Mantis level and up eventually. I'm going to add some different levels for some different things. Just exciting, getting into teaching and doing some other stuff. Um, and I did put out a little video today, an update. Some people had shared with me that they're like, "Where's the join button on the phone?" And I'm like, "Where is it?" So I researched it, and that's part of the video that I put out today. Plus, celebrating my first two members, Spring and Lalima Sony. If you are watching this or you watch this on replay, um, thank you, and welcome, welcome. And I, of course, want to continue to offer as many things as I can to all of you who are constantly supporting me, even if you don't become members. That's just something that's an extra level going to a different, a different part of everything. So I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, I'm not a member, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, don't worry about it. I still appreciate you very much, and I love what we're doing for the world. Um, be sure to check out that other video though of the members because I do have a big thank you to all of you, and there is giveaways for non-members on there too. So make sure to take a look at that. And then, of course, I will not stop my weekly giveaways for everyone. This one is for Monday for a free drawing, I'm sorry, a drawing for a free personal recorded reading. So I like to make sure everyone is aware of that. And each week I do put out a pick a card reading. And oops, sorry, let me just fix this here because I know I'll forget. There we go. And this week's was how can I transform my lack? So I like this one. These were really interesting ones as well. And uh, and then of course I also have a weekly Take 10 with Zen where we talk about um, how 10 minutes or less video. Of course, that's the Take 10. uh, Communicating, how we can communicate and then increase our relationship with spirit and understand the power of who we really are. And we dive deep into things, and I answer questions from my subscribers too. So this one was heartache, and like I have heartbreak is the next one, episode 8, which of course one of the things that I offer for my praying mantis levels is they have advanced um, sneak peeks into it, or advanced access because they get the full one, so they already can see that too. So just offering some cool stuff, and I think that's everything. Blah blah blah. I know. Well, we get all that up front, and then we will jump in here. So let me get my desktop all set up here. And let me take a screenshot of these. I think we left off with Esther. Yes, we did. And let me just take a screenshot in case anything disappears. We've got everyone's stuff here. And angel blessings. We're just below the horizon there. Let me grab yours too. All right. So let's pop out the chat here and let's see what happens. Because sometimes, right. Good, good, good. So it kept everything this time. Fingers crossed, it will keep it over here just in case. All right. So if you are new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome, welcome, and many blessings to you. We have a great, wonderful group of people with huge hearts and senses of humor, which is the great thing. You have to on this channel for sure, because when we of course, channel spirit, we get goofy, and that's just the way it is. So, um, how the free readings work is I do go down in order of the chat, first come, first serve, and there's no special list. The chat is it. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for general reading guidance. Spirit knows what you're wanting. And if anyone makes a donation, I do step outside of the free readings and prioritize those. I dive deeper into those. And then when I'm done, I return back to the free readings and I move down the list with the free readings as much as I can. I'll be on for 2 hours. I'll be heading out, like I said, at 7:55 Mountain Time to get into my evening chat with my praying mantis level members. I love the praying mantis. They just always were so cool. So I'll be doing that. What is oh no, there's no set dollar amount for donations. And you because I understand everyone's finances vary person to person, country to country, moment to moment, planet to planet, moon to moon. So whatever you give is the perfect amount, and you can use the super chat at the bottom and the pinned comment at the top. I have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. It's also in the description box of the video if you want to check there. And that's it. And we will get into this. Well, I want to experiment a little bit. I'm try to get through as many free readings as I can, um, and allow people to donate and have members. I'm trying to juggle it all. So any ideas you guys have, I'm totally open to hearing. I do have a donation that came through, which happens to be also the first person in the chat. So that is perfect. So we'll start with um, Dajona. So thank you so much for your donation. And you wanted to know here, and I'm going to be using the circular tarot. I love these deck. You want to know if losing your job was for your highest good. I absolutely believe it was because you've got two major arcana. One that says here, whatever happens in your life happens for you to make space for what's more in alignment for you and to clear your path to head where you're going. And then you also have the world card, two major arcana, again, significant impact in your life, leaving behind the old ways, heading off into the new ways. So it definitely was designed. It's almost like, you know, the one of the examples spirit brings in sometimes is if I'm in unhealthy relationship, we can have an unhealthy relationship with our job too. Like we'll be in an abusive relationship with our job where they're not um, giving us you know, adequate compensation for the jobs that we do, and they're telling us, oh, we're doing wrong all the time, not encouraging us. You know, there can be this type of abusive relationship that we can have with, you know, um, with them. And if we won't leave it out of fear, spirit eventually goes, okay, it's time for us to move. And so we're taking care of it for you. And we're like, woohoo. Now you get to go into something more in alignment with your heart and your spirit. So definitely huge thumbs up with both of those cards coming in. Definitely for your highest good. So no doubt in my mind whatsoever. So that's what they have for you, Dajona. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So, Brenda Tejada, thank you so much for your donation. And you want to know what's going on with Braulio? He stopped talking to you out of all of a sudden. So, will there be communication from him today? All right, let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know here? What's going on with them? And then, will there be communication from them today? Okay. Well, it looks like they have a ton going on here because not only do we have the 10 of swords, which is they're just tired of living up to a lot of expectations from everyone. It's like they're exhausted. They're not dead. They're just exhausted. The 10 of swords is like, I've had it. I just don't want to, I just can't take it anymore. I can't live up to everyone's expectations. And we have the 20 here, double X's here, double endings, double new beginnings, which is their higher self, calling them to this new place outside of all these expectations. So, you know, I feel like what they're coming in with today is for this around them is they just it's kind of like they in the olden days we'd unplug our phone from the wall and it would still ring on their end, but we wouldn't hear it. And it's like we'd do that when we'd wanna cut out the world. Now people just turn off their phones, right, or whatever. So yeah, absolutely. Um, oh, I see that now, Daijona. I will follow up on that one. All right. So that's what I feel is coming on that side of that, Brenda. And so I just feel like they've, you know, gone and like just locked everyone out. It's still I don't know if you're gonna hear from them today. We've got the 2 of swords, which is closing their mind and opening their heart, and they've got the Sun card, which is like this child, like, "I wanna go have fun and adventure," and, at the same time, they've got the Aries energy, so they've got a lot of fire going on here. Like, "I'm making my own decisions, and I'm gonna go do what I wanna do." They just 2 major arcana too coming in here, and I just feel like, you know, with all of this, they just feel like they are, you know, I just can't I just don't want rules right now. I just don't want people telling me I'm disappointing or disappointed and blah blah blah, and I don't feel like you're going to hear from them today, but I feel like they are, you know, just trying to decide what it is that they want to do. It's almost like they're, I get these midlife crisis feelings. Not, and it doesn't feel like midlife. It just feels like when they've had enough of everything, and they're just like, I'm just tired of it all, and I want to live. I don't want to like be in a cage. I need to be free. And it's not like you that's caging them, but there's all this other stuff, that comes in with all of that. You know what I mean? So that's what's coming in, Brenda. Hopefully that helps. Just knowing that they're off in this, they're just tired, sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And so it's not personal, it's like everywhere. Nah, just with anything in the moment. They just kind of needed, it's like almost like not that they had a nervous or mental breakdown, but almost they just like they were just like, I've had, like work is bothering it, blah, 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 and their family, blah, 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 and all their friends, blah, 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 and relationships and all this other stuff, da, 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 da. And they were just like, I can't take it. I need to get out of here. And they just like, just shut everything off to be able to get away from everything. So I don't feel like it's you specifically. I just feel like it's life that they just wanted to step away from, is what's coming in with all that. All right, so that's what they have for you, Brenda. Many blessings to you. And so sorry, Dajona. I Most people don't put messages on the Cash App, so my eyes went right past it. So I see here you want to know: are you following your Path 22 mission? At least I answered the other one for you. You definitely are heading in the direction that Spirit wanted. So that is part of that there. Let's take a look here and see. Are you following your Path 22 mission? Mission. Okay. I knew 9 and 3 is 12 and 10 is 22. I knew it was gonna add up to it, and it's funny because you got 4 cards, but this one doesn't have numbers on it, but you got, Path 22 because, you have the 9 and the 3 is 12 and 10 is 22. So, yeah, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it, especially when you have this, you're like, "This is part of my path." It is, 'cause, when we're faced with our small T truths, the fears, the insomnia, all the stuff on our minds, that's what brings us to rebirth, because it allows us to step into our higher power. This is your higher self too, the King of, Wands that comes in here, that shows you that you are in charge of your energy and your power, and where the path that is unfolding, your energy here, you're able to really focus on it and take it in those directions. So I like that because as you're cutting away the obstacles, the fears, that's all part of our path, all the stuff that we're given. And it's really, really cool. So you've got the birth and the harvest and the nurturing of yourself, which leads you to an abundant outside world, fullness. Both of these cards are harvest and fullness. So, yeah, I mean, this is definitely, it was funny because I knew it. I knew it. I mean, you have all 3 cards that add up to 22, and you can't make that up. So, and you don't have to worry about risk with the King of Wands either, because they are protected here by the salamander from risk. They are, able to really super focus their energies. So the path is unfolding perfectly. And I love that. So thank you again for your donation. And I love that they also, started off with your first question around, is that for my higher purpose getting from that job? You're like, absolutely, it is. Absolutely, no doubt. All right. Thank you very much, my friend. And you have a great rest of your evening. All right, Anita Abdul, you are up next. Thank you for your donation. And let me see here if you asked your question already. If not, pop your question down below. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Duh. So you communicated with your Cancerian. What is her current thoughts and feelings towards you? Any future actions? All right. Evidently, I need to maybe wear my glasses even though I'm nearsighted. It's like overlooked Dijona's her thing on there, and you saying that there. I'm like, open my eyeballs. All right, so let's take a look here and see what is her current thoughts and feelings towards you. Okay, any future actions? Is there anything else they want you to know? I feel like those there. Okay. Well, we do have here, we've got the hangman here, which is looking at things from a higher perspective here. So they see in you in this transformational type of role. And I feel like they see you going through this because they're going through this. So I really like that being there because they see you here with this 10 of pentacles, this fullness, this of life. There's partnership and children and the dogs and the grandpa and the palace back here and all the pentacles, the fullness of life. So they do see you here as this potential. They see it transforming. I don't feel like they are a rusher, like anyone that rushes in, but they're kind of just looking at things and keeping things from from the from that standpoint there. As far as future actions, we've got the 5 of swords here, and for me, this is they're figuring out between their head and their heart of what they're wanting to do, because we've got 2 swords in their head, and then the ace of swords, and then 2 swords of their heart. I feel like this is heartbreak. They've kind of their heart is tentative, um, and their mind is like, "But I see all this stuff," and the heart's going, "I don't know, I'm scared." So their heart is a little scared. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Yeah. All right. Wow. Yeah. So they definitely had heartache in the past here, because I like that they have peace of mind, because their mind's okay. It's just their heart that is thinking of the nightmare, the insomnia, sudden, sudden, like people suddenly leaving their lives, is what comes in here, and this is what they fear is like, oh, another someone else that I get close to that leaves without. I feel like they've had just an uncanny amount of people that just disappear out of their life. Not like they're a serial killer. I mean, that they don't know what happened to them. People are just like ghost them and they're gone and they're like, I don't even know why they left. It seemed like it was going fine. And that's what I feel like. They just had some weird things that go back to their childhood. I feel like they got abandoned feelings when they were in their childhood. But I feel like they will get things together here with this Queen of Wands, that they will eventually, um, nudge their heart, and their heart will feel safe enough to move forward because they're very intuitive. They are Cancerian, right? Yeah. So they're very intuitive. They got the water and the connection to spirit, and they have the brightness and the energy to move on it too. So I feel like it won't be too long, but they're still for things to unfold. But they definitely see you as someone that could definitely be, they can see themselves with you, is what I see there. So that is what they have for you, Anita. I like it. I like it. So that is what they have. So many blessings to you. Thank you for your donation again. All right. Courtney, hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. Blessings to you too, Anita. So was M. Whoa, the cop. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. And do you like my little orange jumpsuit color here? Almost thought I look like an inmate. No, I'm really not. I'm not in. I'm on the outside. For some reason, I just need to print some numbers on my shirt. All right, let's take a look here and see what they have here. I don't. I mean, there's a lot of wands here, but let me just get some clarity in here. I don't feel like intimate energy here. Wow. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which the Eight of Pentacles is, the you do the work and you have the movement. Just feel like this is like school work, a lot of work, 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 work. So, with that, with the overburdened here, the Ten of Wands, a lot of energy invested and a lot of working to get on top and feeling attacked and stuff. I feel like this is their energy. I feel like that they weren't intimate. I feel like like if you asked them, they're like, "I'm exhausted. How could I even have time for all that?" I just feel like they're like, because then when I asked for clarification, we've got the nightmare and insomnia card. They're stressed. They got so much. They're having trouble sleeping. They're dreaming about work and everything else. They got the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia. And I feel like someone from their past has come back into their life too, causing them and giving them headaches and stuff here too, which is just like on top of it all. I feel like she's like, or not she, whoever M is, they're wanting, I want to get away from everything. The high priestess is like, I just want to get away. I want to um, get away from the chaos. I need rest. I need a vacation. They're like, I just need away from all this stuff. So I don't feel like they were like like they were intimate. I feel like their hands are so full that they're just like, yeah, 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 with all of this here. I'm gonna pull a psychic tarot card here real quick too. I just want to see psychic tarot oracle. See what else they have here for us. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I think that's a Seven of Swords. Nope, that's Pentacles. Yeah, that's patience and planning. So that's the Seven of Pentacles, which is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So, they've got a lot of stuff that's, been invested in, uh, and they're just like they feel like it's taking forever for things to unfold and happen in their lives too. So it's like, okay, but I don't feel that there. That's what um, I feel is going on there, Courtney. So hopefully that helps. I just feel like it's almost like they would. I hear him laughing, going, "Ha! Like you think I have energy and time for that?" That's what keeps on coming back to my into my brain. So that's what I feel is your message there. I don't feel like they were intimate. So that's what's coming in. You are very welcome. Yeah. Again, the 10 of wands came up. They're like, "Oh, I don't have any energy left." I almost feel like they have kids too. It'd be like, "And I gotta take care of the kids." That's the kind of energy that I feel an exhausted parent. They're like, "Who has time for intimacy?" Anyway, that's what they were just over communicating that. But that's what they have, Courtney. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Right? Divinely protected. Thank you so much for your donation. An oracle from the Psychic Tarot and Tarot. What positive changes can you expect in your life over the next month? Happy August, everyone, by the way. Hope you enjoyed the super Aquarian full moon. Aquarius here. Hopefully, it wasn't too crazy and full of surprises with that Uranus energy coming in. So let's take a look here. And let's see what we got here. Positive changes coming in. Well, you do have the 9 of Wands. I love this 9 of Wands. Spiritual strength. It's like your heart chakra's exploding. So this card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have the inner strength to complete whatever you've been working on. This final spirit card represents courage, discipline, stability, and persistence. You may be tired or weary from the struggle, but now is not the time to give in. Instead, tap into all of your inner reserves for that one final push to achieve the desired outcome. You've been through so much to get to this point, and even though you may have acquired some scars from the battle, you're wiser and stronger for it. The enlightenment you've gained will be an invaluable resource. And you may also notice that you're experimenting with different things in your life at this time. All of these experiences feed your spirit and offer you knowledge for the future. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what they bring through here in the tarot. What else? And okay. Okay. And you knew there was you have 313, if that means anything. It looks like a giant eye, like 3 and 3. So, yes, we'll start with the middle. Okay. So you start in the middle with the 10 of Pentacles. So, beautiful fullness of life on the outside world. You feel like abundance in whatever ways need to be felt during this month. Very much huge abundance that's coming in. Let's see what brings you to this point here. All right. Well, you've got a lot of movement. All right. Excuse me. So you have the Chariot here, which is, of course, movement and victory. And it is the power of choice card that comes in, right? We talk about this of whatever happens in each moment, you get to choose what, story you put with your mind and the thoughts, what emotions you want to feel, what energy you put forward, and what physical actions you put into the outside world too. So this is stepping into your power and movement on those things, which you have the Knight of Swords too, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset and pursuing the quest for higher truths and seeing things from the higher perspective. And you have the 4 of Wands too, which the 4 of Wands represents joy, celebration, gatherings, weddings, that type of thing. So you might have a significant event to go to in this month, and definitely go, because it helps bring benefit into your life, and it's part of what helps bring the abundance here. But it is being aware of the stories and the energy and the choices that you're making in each moment are what help bring you to the 10 of Pentacles there too. Yeah. Again, you've got excuse me, the Hierophant, which is going inward, connecting to your higher truths, right? The capital T truths. And you have the 2 of Wands, wherever you're focusing your energy, and the focusing on joy. So, comes back to these messages. You got 2 cards of joy and celebration. So definitely, I feel like you're having some sort of celebration that comes in. But also one of the choice of choosing joy in as many moments as we can helps us draw things to be joyful for in our lives too. Um, so I feel like the positive changes you can expect are you've been changing your power of thinking and feeling and energy and action. And you're really seeing the clarity that there's just two choices in each moment. And whichever choice we make, neither right or wrong, but we get the experiences that come with it. And I feel like with all of this joy and abundance and overflow, that you're like, I get it. It kind of, you know how it moves from us knowing to knowing, and I feel like it drops into that knowing, capital K knowing place where it's like, "Well, I know all of this," but you when you feel it to your core, it changes things, and I know you know what I mean. It's just like, wow, it just feels so, transformative, and I like it. So that is what I feel that they have coming in for you right now, divinely protected. So many blessings to you. Again, I love this green. I just love the emerald and the beautiful card. All right. So again, thank you for your donation. I think that's it for the donations. And so we will scroll to the top and we are to new love. So new love. You are up first, and you want to know if you went out with Alex, how would it go? Dun dun dun. Let's take a look here. All right, I guess we're going to do one card, which is really all you need. There is movement of emotion. There's movement of in a positive way, the quest, the offering of love, comes in here. So I feel like this it takes you on, and it definitely has emotional movement within both of you, and it's a positive movement. So it's like one step at a time, as the horses. They're not, at a full speed racehorse. They're kind of trotting, so it's one foot at a time. Tuk, 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 tuk. So, that is what is coming in here, new love. I feel like it's a positive thing. So I would do it. I would do it according to that card. So many blessings to you. All right, LA, you'll be the next free reading up. Thank you so much for your additional donation, divinely protected. Psychic Tarot. Okay. Absolutely. I do have 5 other decks as well for everyone else. There's a total of 6, 3 and 2 and 1. It's like a reverse pyramid. So um what advice do they have about your love life? Because of course there's no shoulds, there's always just experiences, but for your highest experience, what can you do regarding love life? Let's take a look here. I just you get the lover's card in the tarot. I tell you, this psychic tarot deck, if you have not purchased it yet, divinely protected, here is the what it looks like. I just feel like it just like speaks to you so clearly. I just cracks me up. And what else? Okay. All right. So, of course, you have the Harmony card, which is the Lover's card, and it says this card signifies the possibility that a deep spiritual initiation, partnership, or union is taking place at this time or is manifesting for the future. This doesn't always necessarily represent a love affair of the heart, but could signify other forms of relationships in your life. And your spirit guides are like, "Pfft, whatever, it's love." whether they're personal or business related. Remember, not all partnerships have to be one to one. No, they don't wanna say that. They're like, "No, no, no, skip ahead." The harmony card is calling to let you know that it's time for you to make choices in certain relationships. The bonds you form with others are really about you, even in the most difficult situations. They're meant to be mirrors for you, always reflecting back what you need to see. You can ask yourself, what am I learning from this relationship? What new qualities am I developing? Is this partnership for my highest good? How can I make it stronger? Are we teaching each other? What have I discovered or am still uncovering about myself through this union? Are the people in my life empowering and encouraging me to be all that I can? Within every relationship, there's an encoded lesson that you've hopefully gleaned, or in some cases, one that you still need to learn. Right? So, whatever relationships that you have had, or even non-romantic relationships, I feel like in addition to them saying, "Yeah, you got it coming," if you've listened to my Take 10 with Zen, the episodes 4 and 5 are about fate and how we bring things in earlier and last longer, or it comes in later and sooner, all within our power. You can check those out, but I feel like they're also saying take a look at your different relationships, because they're all telling you something about yourself, as well. This cracks me up. So I'm gonna start with these ones. So you got 2, 2, and 2, of tarot. You got this relationship with your higher self coming in here. So you got the 2 of cups, which would be like the Lover's card, but there is this your higher self calling you into this higher relationship that also rolls out into an important, relationship in the outside. Because we always say we can't love someone else, or receive love from someone else more than to the extent that we love ourselves. So that's an important piece of this is continuing to open up that unconditional love from above to where you're full of that, because when there's harmony within you, then there's harmony with other relationships too. If there's disharmony in here, there's not going to be much that you can do there, right? We've got the sun card, so got the victory. You've got the inner child that has some beliefs that have deceived you in the past, and so you've been working on these, you've been looking at these, and this is one of the things I feel like that take 10 was then talks about too, about just some past beliefs that we have around what we are worthy of, what other people's choices or unchoices, their actions or non-actions, their words or non-words, what they mean about us. And I see, I like the how they show you're already leaving, swords behind. There's just some more beliefs in the meantime while you're waiting that can be chunked out because they're lies. They're not true. They are thoughts and beliefs that were formed, from the past. Um, And I like this because your last 2 cards here are the 3 of Wands, which you change taking a direction you normally wouldn't take, but you're also with the 3 of Pentacles being true to your authentic self. There's like this creativity, this way of looking at things differently, in your life that you approach it differently? I think I just made up a word a moment ago, but, differently than you have in the past, and I feel like it's the creativity comes in where, they always show me pottery because that's like, something I secretly desire to do eventually, and, um, and it would be like you go do something that you create with that you love to do, and that's where you meet the person because you're being true to your authentic self. You're just being you, you're being goofy, whatever you're doing, it's something that you enjoy doing, and so you're just really like, "Wow," and someone's like, "Hey, I like this too," and like they're like, "Hey," and you're like, "Hey, you like, "You wanna grab some coffee after this? And I wanna hear about how you learned to do that or whatever," and you're like, "Yeah." So I feel like that's the creativity part, the you being true to you, and you go in a different route than you've had before, where and that's what you meet him in a different way than you'd ever met anyone before. So that's what's coming in there, and I like it. So that's what they've got for you, divinely protected. Thank you again so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Nicole, thank you so much for your donation. You're welcome, new love. All right, Nicole. So, how are your finances going to change within the next 3 months? All right, let's take a look here. See, what does Spirit have? One and two, and oh, third month has two cards. And then this is just over. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. So, I like in the next month, you have new money coming in, new abundance being offered already, like right off the bat. So I like that. Month one. Month two, you have this calling. It's like double endings, double new beginnings, your higher self calling you to this new passion, this new place. So I feel like things are going along. Because like the first month, this month, it's like boom, something starts off. But there's this energy of your like you're getting the abundance and you're getting the change of finances, but you're like, eh, just feels empty. And I feel like in the following month, you are trying to think about what do I want to do with my life? It's like winning Powerball. You're like, okay, I've got everything I ever could want and need. Financially, I feel secure, but now what do I want to do with my life? How do I want to express this? Because I feel like the next month is when you take action on here. I mean, you got three major arcana. I mean, you start off with one in that month, right? And then you have this emotional choices to make, and this energy that you're putting forward here that comes in here. And you got set of 6 cards. You got 5 major arcana. I feel like the next 3 months are gonna be a huge transformational type of change for you because the Hierophant tells you it's like this invitation to go inward to find out what is your capital T truth? What do you truly wanna do with your life? And I feel like you make some changes. Death and rebirth, you're just like, it reminds me of a couple years ago, 4 years ago, maybe more than I thought. And it's like, what am I waiting for to live my dream to die? Because it's when COVID hit. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, what am I waiting for? What am I afraid of? What's holding me back from living my dream? Is it the fear of not having enough? But I mean, you've got all these 5 major arcana that start off with, "Here, I'm offering you abundance and offering you wholeness and fullness," while at the same time also offering for you to see your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way too. It's because 'cause you're stepping into your truth, you're making changes, you're being called to do something that's more in alignment, that will make your heart sing, that will, make your heart feel full. As Rumi says, he says, "Your heart knows the way, run in that direction." But I feel like there's this feeling of fullness that comes in, and so finances look fine, with starting off with all that, but I feel like the whole thing changes in that finances are what we're taught to care about, because everything money makes the world go around, right? But it doesn't make us feel full. So that's what I feel is coming in there for you. I thought there was more, and they were just like, no, period. It's like, okay. So hopefully that helps, Nicole. It does feel, exciting and full yourself. What they're just telling me, because like in my situation I'm in now, um, I'm able to have somewhere where I live for free because of a best friend that said, "Come live in my basement. I moved upstairs. The whole basement's yours. You have your own bathroom and can set up a little kitchenette and everything." And she's like, "And just come here. Don't worry about anything." And I'm just like, "What?" You would think that because I was concerned about money and I had to do this and this and this and this, but sometimes the universe just works things out, and like we think we need all this stuff and we get a coupon or a deal or something else and we're like, oh, wow, if I don't limit you, you can really do a lot. So, but anyway, that's what's coming through right now, Nicole, so hopefully that is helpful, but very positive. So many blessings. Yeah, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles would definitely have supported that. Yeah. But I feel like, you've got the Page of Swords, which is all about looking at life in a different way, seeing things from a different perspective and a higher perspective too. So exciting, exciting. Maybe you'll win the billionaire mega million. Woohoo! It's exciting. Yeah, and then you got the Ace of Wands. You got a lot of newness definitely coming in here, new passion for sure. So I like it. Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, with the Ace of Pentacles being this month, I really see it as well. So, hey, Lalima Sony. Oh, wow. So, one of my new members. I love it. I love how your name is highlighted differently for me, and you have your badge, the little walking in love badge. I like it. I like it. Much appreciation for you becoming a member. Ah, how cool. How cool is that? Welcome, welcome. All right. Hey, Holly. Holly, thank you so much for your donation. You want to know, is Scott going to come back into your life? All right, we'll take a look here. Let's take a sip here. And you have access to the emoticons. You should be able to click down on the little smiley face and you'll see the four that they allowed me to create. Very cool. All right, Holly, let me focus on you. I'm just excited. Cool things. I nerd out easy, evidently. All right. So let's take a look here, Holly. Is Scott going to come back into your life? Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. Okay, what else? Okay, anything else? All right. So 1, 3, and 1. Oh, okay. So sorry. Didn't mean to. Wow. Well, there is a possibility that they will come back in because you got the one over here is the Lover's card. Then you have 3 cards in the middle, and then you have the 2 of Cups, which is basically the same card twice. So there definitely is this possibility, and I say possibility because there is some work that has to be done in order for that to happen, and I feel like this is more on their side, but, not to call them a moron, more on, um, their side here. We've because you have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. new beginnings, making decisions. Um, the Nine of Swords, the fear, all of these supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, musts, that insomnia, nightmare kind of card for them, trying to live up to a lot of people's expectations and stuff, I feel is what may have had them, run, 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 run. Um, so oh, he is an Aries, so yeah. So it's time for them to stand up. They would need to work through those and make that choice. The Four of Wands is joy, celebration, gatherings, marriage, wedding type of card here. So you may bump into them at a mutual gathering of some sort if you guys have mutual friends. But I feel like there is this, you know, um, get together somewhere where you do bump into them, and I feel like that starts this, um, interest of, you know, it's like they forget what they had and they see you differently because they are working on, some stuff. And of course, as well as you, whenever we're waiting, and not necessarily that you're waiting, but while we're going in our journey of life, the more that we look at what are my thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that I can let go? What are the emotions that no longer serve me? How can I increase my self love? Because then you're opening up your ability to give and receive love to the human as well. But it's a win win because you're having this, flow in here. But yeah, I do feel like there's definitely a possibility there with it being on both sides, but the obstacle in the middle is what was standing out, and then you do have the Nine of Wands, which is a barrier, them hitting up against the same wall over. You can see the bandage on their head, hitting their head up against the same wall over and over till they deal with the stuff on the inside. Then they can't, you know go through that wall. I do see here you have the Wheel of Fortune, which means whatever unfolds, your human will be on board, feeling like whatever happens is for your highest good. So that's always a nice card to get with it all because that means either you're going to get back together with them and it's going to be happy, or you don't and you find someone that's an upgrade even, and you're like, woohoo, I'm okay with that having happened you know so I feel like in either case, even if they don't do what they can do to bring down to that barrier to allow that to come together, you're going to be happy either way. I feel like the win-win keeps on coming back, that you're gonna be fine on either side, of this, so I like it for you, Holly. So that is what is coming in for you, so, like I said, in the meantime, you just get to focus in on you and your own, self-love, vibrate raising your love vibration. Right, and that's what they have, so many, many blessings to you, Holly, thank you again for your donation, and we're gonna scroll back to the top. We left off with LA. So, LA, what is Stephen's S energy regarding your case after speaking to your lawyer? All right. Well, I like that you had the Two of Cups come up. So there is this, mutual agreement, and the energy feels loving with these. Not that, your lawyer and Stephen are hooking up. It feels like there's mutualness in here. The Three of Pentacles is creativity. So I feel like, and it's one, two, and three too. So you've got the ace, you've got the number two and the number three. So things are falling into place in order. And I feel like they're getting a little creative here, with trying to solve, and settle. So I feel like they're on board with each other here. They're, clinking their drinks. So I feel like they are in, um, mutual agreement type of energy. So it feels good, feels creative. I like that. One, two, and three. One, two, three. Boom. So I feel like it's going to be any time now, but it felt very mutual, of course. So that's what's coming in, LA. So many blessings to you. And Mia, hello, hello, dear Mia. So, will you really like this new job in Porto, or will you still frustrated and not good enough? How this new job there making you feel towards yourself? All right, let's take a look here and see what we've got coming in. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, so I see here you've got in the middle of everything, you've got this fear of heartbreak, right? The fear of failure, the fear of not being good enough. That wherever you go, there you are. And so, uh, as long as you have these fears, that's where the frustration comes in. Because you've got dreams come true, you've got the strength card, which shows the lion and your higher self. When you are able to step into this, you realize that the fears, you get to the root of the fears. You understand the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of what people will think, blah, 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 fear, 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 right? When we understand these and we get to the root of it, when we're able to see that we have everything we need within us here, because this is our higher self, this is what who makes us complete. We have everything we need within us, then we look at dreams and we wish upon a star for different things, but we don't feel the fear of failing when we have everything we need within us. It's like I don't know why there's so many gambling, but it's like if you go to a casino and you have um, $10 in your pocket. This is what I'm going to have. This is what I am coming in with, and the first quarter you put in a slot machine, you win $1,000. You put the $10 back in your pocket, or maybe the 1,000 in your pocket, and you're like, this 10 is extra to spend. You have this abundance, you have this extra because you already have all your fullness. And that's what kind of connecting with your higher self more and more, you realize that you have everything you need inside of you. And then everything becomes extra. That's when um freedom truly comes here, because a job can't make you feel anything. Our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our story we put to things is what makes us feel a certain way. The emotion I choose in each moment, the energy I put forward, the actions I take, those things are what I control, and those things are what I allow to define me. But people that, jobs, people, whatever in the outside world, when they do things or don't do things, say things or don't say things, means nothing about us until we let it, right? So it's all up here, the story that we've been told, supposed to, should, need to, have to, must, you know. Well, if I, and that's what I learned in my corporate life when I would invest so much energy and try to be deserving to get something, I would get like a meets. It's like a C. You got a C. And I'm like, you mean after all that I put in there, you're not giving me like a bonus, a raise, a promotion, nothing? And then I'm like, well, fine, I'm just gonna not worry about any of that stuff, and I'm just gonna enjoy myself and do the bare minimum. And when I just would change my attitude and go, you know what? None of that matters. I'm just gonna come in and I'm just gonna enjoy the customers that I talk to and my teammates and have fun. And then I got raises and promotions and everything else for doing less. And that's what happens, because it was my energy that was making me I was focusing on being less than, so I got less than. And then I was like, well, never mind, focus on joy, celebration, gratitude. Then I got tons more. And that's the way it works, is our energy. So hopefully that helps me, Amia, and whoever else that was for. But that is great. So many blessings to you, and we'll continue moving down the list here. And Daisy, you are up next. So, will you get a promotion at your current job? Okay, let's take a look here. So, you were a study student, work study before. Whoa, all right. Two cards came out. Let's see what we got here. Well, it looks like here that, kind of what I was just saying, emotional choice and what energy you invest. You definitely have the possibilities for promotion. But if we're focusing on lack, then no. If you're focusing on gratitude for what you do have and for what you do want, then that grows and that expands. Whatever emotion we're choosing, because every moment is either a choice of fear, right? Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough, fear of not having enough. Ultimately, at the root is the fear of losing conditional love. And then on the other, we have unconditional love and joy and, uh, joy and laughter and gratitude, all that up there. And neither's right, neither's wrong. They just bring us different results, bring us different experiences. So if this is the focus of your wand, the Queen of Wands, and the focus of your emotional choices and your mental choices and physical choices, then things come in. But if we're focusing on, oh, what if I don't get it? Then we're telling the universe, I'd really enjoy not getting this position. So can you not have me get that? Because we're focusing on not having it instead of focusing on what we do have and what the energy that comes with that. So hopefully that makes sense, Daisy. But that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Hey, Nicole. So this is the second time in a row. So you sent another Venmo, is that what you're saying? Hmm. Or you mean in in Super Chat? Let me can bring up a report here. If it's Super Chat, it's not showing up on there either. Because Holly's is there. So Sue was the last one. So I'm not sure, Nicole, if you are still here, and I can bring up my Venmo. So I didn't get another notification, but it's not me doing anything on purpose, of course. um, oh, Venmo's not sending an email or something. I know before, right? Wasn't it um show up later or something? I don't know if that was you. PayPal will do it every once in a while. 'Cause they usually send email like they're immediate, they're so fast. My phone blows up and the email blows up. Yeah, I only see one on Venmo from you on the in the main site too, Nicole, so not sure what's going on there. Alright. Alright, so Esther E., you are up. So, general read for August. Alright, let's take a look here and see what we've got going on here. Alright, well, you've got the 2 of Cups and the King of Cups here too. So definitely have emotion impacting you here in the month of August. It can be, this can be romantic, it can be best friend energy, it could be reunion with family, kind of closeness energy, or even connection to higher self. It is does show an important relationship that's making itself known in the month of August, and you have the King of Cups, which is balancing of heart and mind. And usually, when we get a court person, this could represent a person coming in that's balanced of heart and mind that comes in and is this individual here, which we like. We like balanced individuals, right? So definitely that's what's coming in here for you for the month of August. So be on the lookout, or you might even know who it is, but it is someone who you do perceive as they're able to express their emotions and they're also intelligent. So they're not just an emotional person, they're intelligent. They're not an overly geeky, intelligent with no emotion person either. There's a nice balance between the two. So I like that for you, Esther E. So be on the lookout. We'll see who this is coming through. All right. And Divine Beauty, Anjali, you are up next. What's coming towards you? Let's take a look here. All right. Well, we like this too. We've got the King of Pentacles. Or is that the Queen? Is that the Queen? Don't see any rabbits on here. That's got to be the King. The King of Pentacles, and then the Four of Swords is peace of mind. So I really like this, that you have this security, the stability that's coming to you in the outside world that just makes you have this peace of mind. And maybe the peace of mind brings this, and maybe this brings the peace of mind, or maybe there's this ebb and this flow where as you let an expectation go and you recognize the fullness that you have in your life already, it allows peace of mind to come and it allows you to release another fear, and you see the stability and the fullness in your life that allows you to go back and release another one. I just feel like there's this nice starting off with something that makes you feel whole and complete in the outside world, relieves fears, brings more peace of mind. I feel like it's a progression, maybe week 1, week 2, week 3. It just feels like it goes through this change and this freedom, this like I said, peace of mind is coming here. So I like how that it's like this progression, this stepping through. So I like it. All right, and that's what they have for you, Divine Beauty. So many blessings to you. Earth Angel, you are up next. So August month for you. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, you have 8 and 9. Maybe it's August and September. August here feels like, with the 8 of Cups, leaving behind emotions and people that no longer serve you, relationships that maybe you were investing a lot of energy in before, and it feels like you don't even have to give them a termination notice. You just stop investing energy and you just walk away from it, and they don't even notice, and or they don't put forth any effort in it, and you're like, "That's okay. I'm free from it," and it allows you to step into here, within August and into September, with it being the 9. It's the hermit's journey. It's you being alone with spirit, feeling full and whole and independent. So I feel like August is a month of you stepping away from codependency or dependency or people who are codependent on you, and you're like, You come to this beautiful place of serenity. It's serene, and yeah, again, you have spirit with you, and it's taken you a while here with the little snail here in the bottom. That's a snail. If it will focus, probably not focus, but that's a snail down there, which shows that it took time to get here, and it's okay because lessons slowly learned never leave us, right? When we learn the hard way and we have all that hits, we get that. So that's what's coming in for you, Earth Angel. I like it. So many blessings to you. You're welcome, LA. All right. So lovely, lovey. How is Bedminster's energy? Is it heart problems or bone illness? All right, let's take a look here. And of course, with anything medical, I have to refer you to the disclaimer in the uh, description box of the video that talks about tarot is for entertainment purposes only. I, of course, not a licensed medical practitioner. So let's see how their energy is. Well, they feel very energized. The magician, they feel empowered. They're choosing their energy and what they're investing in. So I feel like they're choosing to keep a positive attitude. The Ace of Wands is so powerful. It's just like, you know what? I feel like they know that whatever they focus on is what grows, and they're trying not to focus on things. Um, so I like that because that's where our power lies. Whatever like attracts like. So uh, I feel like they are stepping into that. And then heart problems or bone illness. With this being wands and it being energy, I feel like it's more heart than bone because it didn't give me like physical, like bones for some reason for me feel physical, whereas a heart feels like it's a bone just it vibrates, right? But a bone really just is. It's like a table, legs on a table. Whereas the heart is energy, it's the sparking. It needs the spark to live. And I feel like it's not getting the poof, poof. You got the magician holding this magic wand, right? So I feel like they have high hopes that they're able to do something with that. So that's what's coming through, lovely, lovey. So many blessings to you. All right. And Lily, you are up next. So, Lily, love reading for you. Let's see what Spirit has for you here. All right. So we've got the transformation, this holding pattern for love right now. I feel like um this is group. This is like if you were like in a relationship and you were like asking, is there a third party? This would be like a yeah, there is a third party. But I feel like this is more like you're on hold for getting into relationships right now, and that it's you have this uh group like your tribe. You're finding best friends, and maybe two, because I feel like one is you and the other two, but it's like peas in a pod where instead of finding romantic love, you're finding a love that will last for your entire life. It's like when people ask you, do you want me to be your girlfriend or your friend? Girlfriend, I'll be in your life for a little while. Friend, I'll be in your life for a lifetime. Which would you like? you know, and I feel like these are individuals that will be in your life for a lifetime, and there's not romantic connection. There's not any of that. It's like sisterhood or like uh and not necessarily that they're female, they have to be female, but it's like there's this bond that's there, but it's not, it's deep friendship, right? So that's what's coming in, Lily, for right now. So many blessings to you. I like that. You get your support team in place before love comes in. Love is in the future, but like romantic love, but this is like what is for your highest right now. So many blessings to you. And Lynx Lee, you are up next. Leo's intentions towards you. All right. So we've got here the King of Swords here. They rule over swords, of course, and all the kings get a second portion of theirs. So they're the master of thinking and um, contemplating and communication and all this fun stuff. But I feel like their intentions are so much there are a lot in their head around fears. I feel like they've had people that have left their life or been pulled out of their life suddenly, and I just feel like that's one of their things is this fear of abandonment, this fear of having things, again, moved out of my life. I don't want to invest all that time and energy just to have, you know, my guts, taken out and ripped out. I don't want to feel that again. And so they've got these fears that they're working on, and but I feel like they're a huge overthinker. Even though they're a Leo, I feel like they have a lot of air, a lot of thinking, a lot of pain from the past that big construct of supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, a lot of pressure that's on them. Maybe their livelihood growing up taught them a lot, because it's all up here. They've just got this long, it's like their heart is caged and there's so much, it's a maze that they can't make their way out of. So that's what's coming in here. I feel like they care, but the heart is in a cage, and so the heart can't do anything but yell down this like they're showing me a heart in a cage in a dungeon, and there's just no one around, and all you can hear is them screaming, "I wanna love," and it just echoes down the halls, and it's like, "Come on, let him out." But, I feel like they're so far down there that they don't have it there. All right, so that is what we have there. All right, angel blessings, you are up next. So, any blessings coming to you soon? Let's take a look. All right, I do like this because you've it's like the love and the emptiness that you've had in emotion. A lot of things that just feel empty. You're being offered a new higher love here with this rebirth that comes in. Because here's the ending and the beginning. So the old ways of loving here getting thrown out because you've got the magician card here, which is this new passion, this new action, this new just spark that takes you forward in life. And it's almost like you've gone from existing and being bored, you're offering something new, being offered something new. And there's some ending and beginning that allows for it to happen. So, and then it's like a blessing in disguise, which are the best. It just like um, you're like, "Oh my gosh, that person's moving away. Now it's gonna happen." And you're like, "Oh, who are you?" Or, "Oh my god, I lost that you're eliminating my position." And they're like, "Yeah, but we're gonna give you over here and we're gonna bump you up to this next level and give you the raise." Oh, okay, okay, blessing in disguise. So definitely feel like it's something like that that's coming your way here soon. So that's what's coming in angel blessings. Right, Michelle Lisieux. Good evening, my friend. All is well. I hope you're doing well as well. And you want to know the next 3 months here. All right. All right. And Nicole, I did get a donation that just came through just now. Not sure how long ago it was that you did it, but lo and behold, here it comes. So you'll be up here in just a moment here. Wow. Yeah, you have definitely fast moving energy coming in here. So you've got a lot of power, a lot of passion, movement, excitement, fire that comes in, and it comes in fast here over the next 3 months. So you're stepping into your power here, which whatever you're focusing your energy on is what is coming in fast and furious. So I feel like your planets are all coming into alignment with where, you know, usually when we're manifesting, we're doing it, and here it comes, eventually. I know sometimes it feels like it's going backwards, but normally like this. Well, during these next 3 months, this energy, it's whoosh, whoosh, whatever you focus on, you manifest very quickly. And it's like, but it works both ways, right? If I focus on a fear, whoosh, oh no, let me unfocus and focus on this, and then this drifts away. So I feel like this next 3 months is a lot of movement, a lot of action, a lot of change that comes in, but it has to do with where you're investing your energy. The more we focus on gratitude, 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 the more things to be grateful for come in. The more we focus on things we're missing and hate and fear, we bring more of that in too. But when we change our focus off, then the other thing drifts away and we draw in the other. Feel like it's not like it's a classroom, but more like a laboratory. They're like, okay, this is your 3 months to experiment and really see your manifestation powers. So I like it for you, Michelle. That's what's coming in. So many blessings to you. All right. All right, Nicole, thank you so much for your second donation. You are very welcome. Whoops. Shouldn't have done that. Let me just get back to where I was. Highlight that so I don't forget. All right. So let's take a look here. What's going on with the brothers? Are you two brothers going to be all right this year? So let's take a look at brother number one, which you'll know who that is. Let me just reshuffle these real quick. So brother number one. Okay. Okay, that's brother number two. All right. So brother number one. Let me see what brother number two has here. All right. So brother number one seems to be the one that do they always find trouble and trouble finds them? Because they got the five of wands, which is, a firestorm that transforms with the number five into something more kind. And then they have the Eight of Swords, which is they realize within their, this is a flow of thought and belief. They're realizing it's their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that made them feel blinded and bound and trapped before. So this transforms whatever this sudden jolting that happens in their life, in brother number one, it shows them, oh, because it creates this fire, this lightning bolt hits, creating the firestorm of the five of wands. But then it happens for them where they realize it. And so they have this great transformation where they let fears go and they're able to see things. So I like that. So at first it's going to seem like, what the heck happened? I just hear them going, what the, wah, 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 sha, wah, wah, wah," and they're like, oh, oh, and then ding, a little light bulb goes off. That's Bretta number one. Bretta number two, um, it feels like there's a lot of fear that was in the family here, right? Because we got the seven of swords here, which is they kind of had some deceitful, I don't know, um, habits, maybe is a good word, because they have these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, again, more swords about themselves, that spilled out into the outside world. Because if they had these deceitful thoughts about themselves, then they tended to try to deceive others too. But this also is a time of ahas for him here, because they've got this Ace of Swords, which has allowed them to see things from a different perspective and cut away fears, the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that used to deceive them and steal from them. now they're seeing things differently, and they do have a movement of emotion. So where this one, it almost feels like someone going through recovery, where they've had so much that has happened in their lives that it takes like this finding finding baby Jesus moment where like it's like that's what recovery does. It feels like AA where they're like they have this realizing there's a higher power and that their life is not as out of control and it's doesn't need to be as painful and just mentally anguishing as it is. And so I like these. Both of these, I feel like they're going through some nice ahas where so if you see them going through some difficulties, just kind of whisper a nice little thank you to spirit because you know that their soul is working out all of this on purpose for a purpose and that it has shaken things up in a positive way for them. So I feel um like they probably because what did this is August, right? I can't believe it's August. I feel like that they've up to this point have been drugged through the ringer, right? But they're hung up on the laundry line and drying, and as that dries, it's like, "Oh, I like this," They've, both are getting these ahas, and I like it. So, very positive things. It just feels like rough in the beginning of the year for 'em here, what they've been going through, but stubborn as they both are, they're getting it. It's like light bulbs are about to go off, so just, to them. All right, Nicole, that's what they have for you. So many blessings, and thank you for your additional donation. Not sure what happened earlier, so hopefully everything is okay with all that. Right, divinely protected. Thank you for your additional donation. And you want guidance on your full spiritual healing, and if you're close, deck 2 and 6. So deck two, one, two. Okay, and the psychic tarot is number 6. So the number 2 is the higher self oracle. Okay. And then number 6 is the psychic tarot oracle. Okay. Okay. So guidance on your full spiritual healing. Okay. And if you're close. So you've got the worry card here. And I'm going to show you the other card too, because you've got the suffering and silence and the worry. Kind of similar energies. But we'll see what messages come with these. Yeah. So Abraham Hicks, she says, worrying is using your imagination to create something that you don't want. And this card indicates the presence of repetitive negative thoughts and emotions that have become or could have become debilitating in the past and have prevented you from making sound decisions. You may be very concerned about money, health, relationships, family, or even your job. Excessive worrying about what might happen is affecting your physical and mental health. Your higher self is asking you to pause and breathe. In order to relieve yourself of your worries, write them down to get them off your chest and out of your mind. You may want to consider creating a worry box where you can drop your worries in, close the box, and surrender them to your higher power. I like that. You are also being asked to accept the elements of your life that you can and cannot control and to surrender that which is out of your hands. Stop thinking about the worst case scenario. Remember that you are a divine being and therefore naturally a manifester. Your thoughts create your reality. So, to avoid materializing the very thing you're worried about, watch your thoughts and shift them immediately. If you're unable to shake away negative thoughts and emotions, Try exercising, watching something funny. Better not say it's me, or working on a fun hobby. Make sure to stay in the present moment, which will help you avoid worrying about potential future problems. Do not hesitate to ask for help from your spiritual team if you find yourself chronically worrying about a situation or uncontrollable circumstance. All right. So that is that one. And then the suffering in silence. Hey Nicole, if this is the second donation, I just completed your reading, the second reading about your brothers, right before this one. If that if you were if it was lagging or you're if that's the case. Okay. And then so then you got number 9, the suffering and silence. That's the 9 of swords, which is the nightmare and insomnia card. So and the number 9 does denote completion. So yay. Are you finally ready to let go of those limiting negative beliefs, or are you allowing the issues in your life to become bigger than they really are? Your mind's been doing quite a job on you lately, and even your dreams may be trying to get your attention. And when you learn to let go of the worry, despair, and sense of hopelessness, a positive new way or path will be shown to you. This card follows the, 8 mental card called Trapped in Fear, when your fears are confronted. Your mental anguish will continue. This is a reminder to take action and trust that your soul and the power of spirit will grasp you firmly by the hand and guide you. But you must take the first step towards healing and let go of the mental distress. Don't suffer in silence, reach out for help that's available. So it feels like guidance on the full spiritual healing that I mean, I don't feel like this is new, I feel like you know all this, all these things here, and, I feel like the worry card and those just show the mental thoughts, and it could be that if it's not, like, here in your, presence, in your consciousness, that maybe it would be in your subconscious if there's this, because both of those cards talked about worries and fears and mental anguish of like there's these supposed tos and shoulds and needs and all of that comes in there. Yeah. So from those it seems like there's the repetitive we can definitely look at that. But it feels like it's and we talk about every moment is the choice, right? The mental choice, the emotional choice, the energetic choice, the physical choice. And our whole, journey is about, you know, uh, not really becoming anything different, but realizing what we've created that's in between us, remembering who we realize. It's like Rumi that says we don't have to find love. We just need to find the obstacles that we've created between us and love. And the obstacles are the stories that we have that we keep putting to situations, though, from the past and what emotional choices, all the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. Because when we talk about healing, are we, that means we feel we're spiritually broken in a way, right? Like I have spiritual um, fault. I'm spiritually imperfect when really we are a perfect mountain we're just discovering and walking around the perfect mountain of who we are. Yeah. And so it's like it's like the conditional love laws that we've created. It's like I have spiritual issues. It's like, you're spiritually perfect. The spiritual issues are that I have these beliefs in here, you know, that are coming from mankind, not from spirit. Spirit's like you're perfect. I have zero expectations on you. You meet 100% of them. You're perfect. It's mankind that we've got these fears of losing conditional love that come in there. But I'll pull extra cards here. Okay. Right. And Nicole, cool. Yeah. So I've done two. I've had two readings for you. Okay. Very good. And then I just completed your brother's right before this one. So, okay, good. Yeah. So, I mean, you've got, of course, temperance, which is the slow, journey of transformation that we experience here. And you've got the burden and this coming in here, which is this is what we feel like our goal is to feel the fullness and overflowing of emotion and everything again. And I feel like because this one came up last, these two came in together, these two did here, which when these two came out, it's like what I heard was, um, I can be happy when. And when we have a I can be happy when, that's a conditional love law. That is something that we've been taught that I can't be happy until these things happen, and that's where the burden comes in here. There's this great amount of, supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and must. That's what feels so heavy, with that coming in here. So I feel like it's getting to seeing all the stuff that we're carrying to let those down. Like, I like that worry box, because the worry box is what are all the things that are keeping me from being happy in this moment? Because we can be happy for no reason at all in this moment. And no one can take that away from us, but we're taught, all of us, right, since we're very young, this long list of when, then, and it's like, no, now, you know, I can be happy in this moment for no reason at all because I do have everything I need inside of me right now, which is the unconditional eternal love of above. Everything else is all make believe. It's not real, right? So that's what's coming in there. So hopefully that makes sense there. And everyone, I'm going to be on just for 12 more minutes. 7:55 is when I'll be headed off for my 8 o'clock Mountain Time member only free reading. So um, if anyone does become a praying mantis level, you'll be able to see the video and actually join. And I'm just going to be doing readings for the praying mantis members. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be on from 6 to 8, on this, like Wednesday through Saturday night, and then 8 o'clock PM is when I start my member only. In the mornings on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll still be here 11 to 1 for everyone, and then at 1, I start my member only ones. And then Sunday night, I'm no longer doing free readings. But at 6 p.m., I'm having a Q&A for my praying mantis and above members. So trying to do things, and I'm glad you like that format. Just trying to, expand and do different things too, and try to maintain everyone too. So um, you don't have to donate at this point with handfuls of people. I don't feel like there were. I think eventually, when I have thousands and thousands of members, maybe, but no, no, I don't feel like you would have to donate to get prioritized because right now I have 2 members. So, but when I get to 1,000, that's right, claim it. Yeah. So that is what's happened there. All right. So Gita, I'm going to make sure I complete yours here since you donated. So thank you so much for your donation. You want to know what are Gemini A feelings towards you? All right. Thank you, Divinely Protected. I appreciate your support. All right. So Gemini A's feelings towards you, Gita. And thank you for your donation. If I didn't say that, I get easily distracted today. I think it's the Aquarius full moon since I'm an Aquarius. That's my excuse this time. All right. All right. So, of course, when we're looking at other people's feelings, a lot of it has to do with what they see in themselves here. Because one thing they like about you, they feel like you are true to your authentic self. They kind of feel like you don't try to fit in to be who you think everyone else wants you to be. You are pretty unique and you focus on your creativity. So they do see you as someone who is creative as well. I like here that their thoughts are changing from choppy to calmer. I feel like they're letting go of fears. So there is this movement. I feel like they're making steps towards you um, because of this energy that's coming in here. So they are leaving some old things behind to move forward here, and I do feel it has to do. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is love, new love, higher love. So I feel like they are doing some of their own inner love work for themselves, but I feel like it's what's overpouring here. More confidence, more self love is good because they can't love you more than they love themselves or receive love from others more than they love themselves. So they are really, doing this, energy uh, movement like that. I do feel like they will come out. I almost feel like they're in hermit mode here with the hermit card. But here the riding off in the 6 of Wands is with the wreath is victory and celebration and movement of energy, another 6. So, there is this movement of energy. And I feel like it's like the hermit that's up on the mountaintop. They're like, I see movement up there. Are they coming out of their cave? I think they are. So I like this energy though that they have for you here. There is this loving feeling that's filling up within them for themselves, which is good because that means they can also show love and receive love. Where before I don't feel like they had a whole lot of appreciation, for themselves. So I like whatever journey they've been on here. It's moving. There is definitely movement there, Gita. So I like it. So get ready. You might be like, "Oh, wait," but that's how I feel is coming in. So many blessings to you. All right. All right, lovey. Thank you so much. I'm very glad for that. All right, Felicia, you are up next here. Yes, I'm on early today. So everyone, if you take a look at the member video, which I will, yeah, I got to make sure I do that, leave time to share all that stuff. Um, there's just a couple changes in time. It's actually just the evening ones is what changes in time. I'm going on an hour earlier, Wednesday through Saturday night, and Sunday nights are just for the Q&A for members, for the Praying Mantis members. So that's what's coming in. All right. So what does the interviewer think about your inner performance yesterday? Well, we got the Lovers card, which shows, everyone has their own emotional choice, of course, but this is like partnership. I feel like it's a positive thing because they feel like you would. I feel like it went well because they felt like this connection. So, I feel like it was a positive thing, Felicia, so, that's what they have for you right now. Alright. And, before here, um, because I'm only got about 5 minutes left, I just wanna make sure everyone knows. So the video I was talking about, is this one right here about memberships. It talks about, the giveaways too, so don't forget to, um, watch the video, and if you like it, hit the like button, but comment, because for even for non-members, on this video, at the end of the month, I will be having a big giveaway, and then I have weekly giveaways for members, going on too. And if you're wondering, I did post something earlier today about it's a membership update, saying shout out to my first two members, but also where the mysterious join button is when you pull it up on your phone, because it was like it's not like right there, which is not very nice. And then, of course, we have our weekly giveaway for everyone. Here's the video for that. Every Monday, I have a giveaway where it's at least one free personal recorded reading, so you can get into that. And then put out a new pick a card this morning, which was how can I transform my lack? This was a really cool one. So you can check that out. And then also each week, of course, I have a Take 10 with Zen, and there's 7 videos so far. And if you are a Praying Mantis member or higher, you get early access. I have a new pick a card that will be coming out. It's the one for next week, but you'll get access to it probably tomorrow. And then you have already have access to this Friday's Take 10 was then, which is about heartbreak. This one was about heartache, and these are great videos, 10 minutes or less, about how to connect with spirit, connect with our selves, and also I answer questions from my subscribers. So be sure to check that out. And I'm gonna have 3 more minutes before I head off here to get ready for my 8 o'clock with my members. So let me see here. I think I left off up here. Alexis, should you start a tarot business channel? No, I don't need no competition. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna do one card quick readings for people here. Yeah, a magician. You put your energy into it, it can definitely bring forward. You have everything you need within you here. So definitely they've uh this is an affirmative. And if you need any advice or anything about setting up stuff or whatever, feel free to reach out to me at my email. It's in the description box of the video. All right. And Aisha, you want to know Farhan's feelings for you? Ooh, passion, passion, passion. Not love, but attraction, physical attraction, and energetic attraction. But the emotion of love, 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 is reserved yet. They haven't allowed their heart to feel that yet. So that's what's coming in there. All right. And Manur Riaz Gadar, you want to know Adif's current thoughts and feelings? Oh, for some reason they're feeling a bit, well, they feel like they're shining up on a hill, but they also feel like they're being attacked or they're afraid they'll have to defend themselves. So I don't know if you have friends or family that are like I just feel like all these brothers looking at them going, that's our sister, that's the kind of energy I feel that's going on there. I feel like there's passion with the wands, but I also feel like there's some um, hesitance because they're afraid of the backlash that they'll get from other people. I'm not sure what that's about. So that's what's coming in. All right. Empress Beauty, should you move to Florida this year? Let's take a look here. I don't think so. I feel like that's like an empty cup. I feel like you're gonna be offered somewhere that's more in alignment with where, you, um, your heart can sing or your heart will feel full. I feel like there's something that you're not seeing because you're looking at these. Like, I feel like these are three states, but there's one that's under your radar that you don't see yet. So there's no shoulds. It just in my mind, I ask, is it for your highest? Like, no, there's a somewhere else that's even more there for you. All right. I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I will be heading over to my member one here momentarily. So if you do want to continue to like to be a member, it's $7.99 a month for a praying mantis. And you can check out the video. It tells you everything that's included there. But I am going to head off here. So everyone, just know that uh, I appreciate you guys so much. Nicole, yeah, I did complete that. Before. So, you might, like, rewind about a half hour. I kinda mentioned it 3 times, so you might hear me. Divinely Protected, it was their last one, it was right before that one. So, you can rewind a little bit there. Alright, everybody, and sorry, Jerica, whoever just made a donation, I am actually headed off over to, another, to my member one. But I will remember this, and if you can either comment on the video with your question and I can answer it that way, or you can email me, or I can make you first in tomorrow's readings there. But I had been mentioning I have to leave to head off to my other one, so I'm not going to be able to complete your donation right now. But thank you guys so much for all your love and support. This is new for me. It's my first night doing this, so I'm trying to get it down to where we do this all correctly. So um, thank you guys so much. All the love, all the support, your thirst for searching after spirit. And we will catch you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. If you come back, and till then, just know every second of every day that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you're out in the world, and many blessings to you. Much love. You guys take care.